You know, when I made the first Abel's Guide to Multiclassing for Dummies, uh, about 5, 6 maybe months ago, I didn't think that it would become outdated so quickly. Hi everybody, my name is Abel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I hate saying that, Jesus Christ, how am I gonna be a YouTuber? If you're new here, why not hit that subscribe button? God, I want to kill myself. But, no, what I was really gonna say is, if you're new here, and you are really looking for like a full in-depth guide on every single class, this isn't the video that you want. For example, I'm really going to be going over the new classes, well, new rings that were added. That's really all I'm going to be going over. I already made an Abel's Guide for Multiclassing for Dummies, part 1, that goes over the requirements for each class that you need, how much cost you want to put in for everything. And I already did that in my first video. So if you want to find it, I'm probably not going to put a link in the description, sorry. But if you want to find it, see my channel, so you can go, poking around for it. Yeah. So if you really want a video that explains all of the classes and how to build them, there's your video. I'm not going to be doing that here. What I will be doing here, however, is I'm going to be going over all of the new rings. Why am I going to be doing that? Well, because Leon decided to harass me while online, messaging me saying that they were going to watch all of my old videos, and then decided to comment on one of them saying, hey, could you make an update because I need you to teach me how to Lancer, which is a fucking lie because Leon already knows how to Lancer, but okay, I guess I'll do it. So welcome. Alright. First things first, I'm going to focus on Zodiac because that's the one that I play. I'm a mage. In case you couldn't tell. If you couldn't, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious why you couldn't tell. You couldn't see my stats. But there you go, I'm a mage. Don't mind that defense. I'm tanky. I'm trying, I'm a tanky mage. Let me try. So, first off, one of the main things we want to focus on as a mage, which this is just going to be regurgitated from my first video, is magic attack. The Zodiac is no different. You want to focus on your magic attack. Now, here's the thing. For unlocking every single costume, you need to be able to grind 30 convictions of each ring. Right? So it's 30 mage convictions, 30 cleric convictions, 30 lancer convictions, 30 soldier, and 30 archer. Now, the drop rate for each one is dependent on which section you farm. I typically farm, for mage, I farm rank 35 for the Tower of Judgment. For everyone else, I would farm floor 30 lower. For cleric, you can come at me at the comments. I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy. But, I still know how to cleric because I have one account that plays that got it, so I can do the cleric section on Blaze. But for now, we're gonna be on Abel. So, as a Zodiac, you mainly want to focus on your magic attack. You also, if you're going to be putting in a lot of cost into your defenses, you want to put in your cost into your hats, not your clothing. Also, you want to have hats and clothing for a mage, but why do you want to put more cost into your hats and your clothing, you ask? Well, because hats are boosted by 20% in the Zodiac ring. What does that mean? Let's say, right here, I have a 34 cost, right? 34 cost clothing. Now, if I were to remove that and put the cost over here and put in I don't have any more hats, so I'm just going to use one of these as an example. Let's say that I had removed the cost from here and put it in this clothing section. I would in turn get less gear score boosted if I were to have... How many hats do I have? 3, 6, 7. If I were to have 7 clothing, then 7 hats, I'd have less gear score. Why is that? Because hats are the ones that are boosted by 20% rather than clothing. So if you want to build a high gear scored zodiac set, focus on your hats, but focus on your clothing. Yeah, focus on your clothing a little, because that's boosted too, but trust me, you're going to want to focus on your hats. So, which moves do I use as a zodiac? Well, that depends on where we're talking. I have mainly Fanatic Soul because, cost. Ancient Spell because it hits so much. Seraphic Soul and Siphon because I'm gay. So, I'm kidding. Well, I'm not kidding, but that's not why I have it. I like Siphon because it, damages 4 times and it heals you. Why not get it? But if you're going PvE, this is the set that I run. And my little ability move. This is the set that I run for PvE. Why? Because I like dealing a lot of damage, and if it means killing myself in the process, then so be it. That's just how I am. I like dealing tons of damage. And if you want to run mage, dealing tons of damage is the way to go. It's so fun. Like, yeah, you have the lowest HP, and you have slow action speed, and you have terrible defenses, but hey, you get to hit hard, right? That's the best part about being a mage. Said no one ever. So, if we're talking about PvP, however, the set that I run, Ancient Spell used to not work against the crystal. I don't know if I think it works now. I'm not willing to try it, but you can try it and let me know. When Ancient Spell first came out, I tried it against the crystal the first day, and every single time I used it, nothing would land. So I just started avoiding using it against PvP. But hey, if you're willing to try it and willing to sacrifice a move, let me know if it works, because I want to use it in PvP, but I can't because I don't know if it works. So for PvP, because I'm frontline, I run cheer in my set. Also, it doesn't matter if you're frontline or backline, just put cheer in your set. You're gonna need it. Just do it. And because I'm frontline, I run cheer in my set. And I also run... I also run this and this in PvP. Those two are reflection reductions. Now, let's be real. Mages can deal a lot of damage, but that just means that if someone is 4-stack barrier, or if the crystal is 4-stack barrier, and you're attacking, you're going to be getting a lot of damage back. And the last thing you want to do is die due to reflection. So if you ever get any reflection reduction gear, keep it. You're gonna need it. Trust me. It's worth it. It doesn't matter if it lowers your gear score a little bit. Trust me. You're gonna need it. Because as a mage, you're already in danger by everyone trying to kill you. So why not just protect yourself a little bit more by having reflection reduction so you don't die against the mirror? That's the tea. I hate that. I hated saying that. Okay. So that's really all for mage. Really the moves that are worthwhile carrying, to me at least, are Siphon, Seraphic Soul, and Ancient Spell. The others, I'm not a fan of, to be honest. I'm not a fan of Merciful Burst, and I'm not a fan of Lunatic Ray. I tried them both. I I personally don't like them as much. The others are passive, so this one removes continuous healing. This is a karma, and this just increases your elemental power. So those are just overall passives. Like, all of these are passives. So you can either use them or not. It doesn't really matter. I don't use them. If I'm gonna be running any quest, I want to be a damage dealer, and that's it. That's all I want to be. If I'm dealing damage, then I'm happy. So, how about we move on to Lancer? If I'm being honest with you, I love being a Lancer. Okay, listen, I have a problem. I watched Min be a Lancer, and when I saw her be a Lancer, I told myself, I'm gonna be a Lancer. Now, did that happen? I tried. I sure as hell fucking tried. Because when I first made this account, I goddamn was a Lancer. I was a Lancer, and I was not giving up on my Lancer dreams. And then I had to give up on my Lancer dreams. Oh god, don't look at my gem count, please. Don't look at my gem count. Just ignore my gems. I fell prey. Anyways. So, as a Lancer, you actually... This is kind of fun for me. Like, this part's, like, fun to me. I know that Lancers are, like, debuffed to hell, and that they also got a bunch of cooldown raising. But it's still fun! You get to have the option. I'm excited because I'm trying to make you get excited for Lancer, because I saw Min be a Lancer, and I really wanted to be a Lancer, but nowadays Lancers kind of suck, so just let me be happy. You get to choose between running 2 different moves. I know that's not that cool, I know, but like, So, here's the thing, right? This move requires a lance, while this move requires a scythe. You have options. You can choose to either be a lance-wielding scythe and use Volcanic Nova. I don't like it, personally, because Dragontail just hits harder. That's really it. Dragontail hits harder and it hits multiple enemies, and I like it more. Just that I didn't have a scythe at the time, so I couldn't put it in the front, but now I can. So personally, I like Dragontail, and it's being a weirdo where it's not letting me do anything. I personally like Dragontail. Now, it's doing it again. As a Lancer, you're basically the exact opposite of a... Why? As a Lancer, you're the exact opposite of a mage. You deal with attack. What? Why? It's really just testing me today, man. So what you want to do is that you want to focus on having more attack than anything else. For example, you want to have a lot of Lancers, and one of your passives boosts health. What does that mean? It means you want to have more helms than I do. I don't have any helms. I'm terrible at this. But here, let's show you what it looks like when you put tons of helms instead of what I do, which is I just put tons of clothing in, even though it's not what I need. Well, I put a bunch of hats in. Okay. So, it boosted it by 3k, but it's still... I mean, a few of them I had to, like, remove some infused ones, but hey! You see? So, as a Lancer, you want to have a lot more defense than you... Not defense. You want to have a lot more attack than you do anything else. And why is that? Because attack is what's gonna get you places. Like, Lancers have to... Their number one priority is have a lot of attack. Because you're not... how do I phrase this? You're not like an archer in which you deal tons of damage very quickly, but you're not like a soldier in which you have to tank every single hit. You are the breaker, and you are as fast as archers. Like, you're not... Archers are faster sometimes, but archers got slower in this new ring. But you're a breaker. What you are is a breaker, right? Or at least you used to be. I'm not sure if you still are. Right? No, I don't think you're a breaker anymore. But Lancers were originally breakers. And you have to... Technically, you gotta be, like, glass cannons, kind of like mages, because our sets are built exactly the same way. More weapons, less armors and clothing, more attack monsters. That's how you build a good Lancer. Now, you could be like Min, in where you have a lot of weapons and you have a lot of defenses and not that many monsters, but as long as you've got the attack that can prove your worth, then you're fine. But personally, I like to run Lancers the same way that I run my mages, in that you have a lot more attack, a lot more like weapons and monsters than you have anything else. Now, of course, that is my preference. You don't have to run it like how I do. You can build your Lancer set however you want. So why are you here? If you want to build your things however you want, why are you here? Because I'm just giving my opinion. So I personally, I like running Lancers the same way I like running mages. And you want to boost up, like if you're building Lancer from scratch, just make sure that you have a lot of weapons and a lot of monsters, but don't put too much attention on your clothing. Or armors, actually, because, you know, Lancers boost armors too, yay! Don't put too much attention on your armors. You want to put more attention on your helms, because that's gonna help boost you. Oh, shit! I'm not in the right. I could still talk about them without having to show you, right? Because you know how to build things, right? So, let's hope you do. Okay, but, so, that's mainly, like, that's just my main point. It's, Lancers and Mages are kind of redundant because they're built the same. Not gonna lie, like, Leon, you can disagree with me all you want. Lancers and Mages are built the same. They are the same. They're just opposites of each other. They're direct opposites of each other, mind you, and I like that. So that's why my boyfriend's a Lancer, because I hate him, but I love him. So, where to continue? Personally, if I'm being honest with you, the moves I like to bring as a Lancer are different from the moves that most people like to bring. So, I'm not sure if it's different, but this is just moves I like to run. I like to run Quick Raid because it reduces cooldown time, and I like that. Lancers have a lot of cooldown time and a lot of cost time. So, if I get something that reduces cooldown time, then I'm happy. I like running Dragon Tail because it's strong, it hits 5 random enemies, it's strong, and I like Dragon Ripper. Once again, it's strong, but also it can paralyze, and it hits 3 times, and that's really good. So, those are just the moves that I like to run. Now for archers. Archers and mages are built kinda the same. Listen, if you're a DPS class, I'm going to keep saying that we're built kind of the same. But there's a difference. Now, mainly the difference is that archers are like Lancers and mages mashed into one. They're just more buffed and they suck. They don't suck, I just hate archers with every fiber of my being. So as an archer, here's what you want to do. You want to load up your weapon slot and you want to load up your monster slot with as many high-cost things that you possibly can. Because archers don't get a clothing boost, they don't get an armor boost, they don't get anything boost. Archers, what they do get is just an increase of your bows and guns, 10% for each magic attack and attack. So load up on those weapons, doesn't matter what your clothing is, 18 doesn't care. Now, here's the thing. Every single archer that I've ever met in my life uses this one, Astroblade. Because Astroblade is very good. It goes through damage nullifying things. So let's say that you're facing against a guild that has makeshift shield or something. The one that keeps you from hitting 10 times. Yeah, let's say that you're facing a guild that has that. Astroblade, Astrolabe, whatever. Astrolabe has the ability in which you can use it and still do damage, which is pretty sick. And sniping shot goes through mirrors. Enough said. Disarming trap, I've never seen anybody use that. I just like being a DPS, but I'm probably gonna remove it just for like euphoria, which is prettier. Or a chair. But I've never seen an archer use disarming trap while facing my guild. So I can't give any anecdotes about that one. Soldier. The most buffed class out of this entire ordeal. I don't know how it happened, but Soldier somehow sprang back. And I hate them. I hate them. So, here's the thing. Here's how Soldiers came back. This little fucker is very strong, and I hate it. If you get hit by Glistening Edge, just pray to God that you don't die. I've been hit by Glistening Edge before, and I had 200k defense, and I still nearly died. Like, Glistening Edge is no joke. It's no joke, and it's not fair, and I will continue to say that it's not fair, and it should be removed from guild battles, but then again, just like how Ancient Spell was. I'm not sure if Ancient Spell is still gone from guild battles, but, you know, that's how I feel. That's how I felt. So, Glistening Edge, that motherfucker. If you get aimed by Glistening Edge, just kneel down and pray, because you might not survive. It hits so hard. You know, I want to run as a soldier, but I'd rather run as a mage. So Glistening Edge is a move that just hits very hard. So you don't want to be at the other end of that one. It's just oof. Another move, well, my guildie, who is a soldier, has told me that Crystal Blade sucks. So, I'm not sure. It's ability power 100. I'm not a fan of things that have a low ability power, for the simple fact that, that just means that they don't hit very hard. Unless you proc really well and you have good attack, then I guess it'll work for you. But for me, my case, low ability power doesn't mean, it means that it's a shitty move, and I won't be using it. And ignore that. That's just, it's a move that I just put in there. Mainly, what you want to focus on, if you enter the soldier ring, here's what to expect. Your armors are going to be boosted by 20. What does that mean? It means the same thing as the others. What you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to make sure that you're wearing a lot of armors, and you're going to want to make sure that they are, those are the ones being boosted. As you can see, because I am a mage, I don't have armors. Because I don't have armors, I don't have them in the front. I just have a lot of random shit in the front. But let's put armors here, right? Let's see what it looks like if we were to put armors everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean in those spots where I won't be losing gear score. So, I think that's about it. That's all the armors that I have. Yeah, so. You see? Now your armors are better, because, you know, you put in armors, or I put in armors, but, you know, you're just living vicariously through me. And another thing, as you obviously know, your axes... What? Your axes and swords are boosted by 20. So, if you're a soldier and you're not running with axes and swords, this could be a good reason for you to start running with axes and swords, but also, why aren't you running with axes and swords? Like, come on. So, like lances, as a soldier, you also have the option of running with either a sword in the front and getting Glistening Edge, or a axe in the front and getting Tidal Wave. Me personally, I like Glistening Edge. It's really strong. Tidal Wave is... I've used it twice. Not that much of a fan as I was of Glistening Edge. Gotta be honest with you. But, you know, to each their own, I guess. If you like Tidal Wave more than you like Glistening Edge, pretty sure all my soldier guildies will have a word with you, because what the fuck are you doing? But, you know, to each their own. I like Glistening Edge more. It has a pretty animation, and it hits hard. So, that's enough for me. And Cleric. I gotta be honest with you. I don't have my Cleric set ready, because I haven't done the Cleric room yet. Now, hear me out. I'm lazy. But not only that, as a Cleric, running Tower of Judgment is boring. Like, I'm so bored. So, I did run the Tower of Judgment on my Cleric account. So, we're gonna go to that one for the Cleric set overview. Aren't I so prepared? Sure, we could say that. We could say I'm prepared. That doesn't mean I actually am prepared. But hey, I did the Cleric Tower on my Cleric set. So, as a Cleric, am I wearing my Cleric set right now? Yeah, okay. As a Cleric, just as like a heads up, the first things you want to equip are Arc Heal, if you got it. Great Arc Heal, because it's just Arc Heal, but it heals 3 people. Like, come on, why wouldn't you grab it? And any, like, third ability of your choice. Me personally, I like Holy Circle. I've seen other people choose Dignity. I've seen other people choose Sacrificial Healing. I personally like Holy Circle. And I like her Holy Circle, not only because it doesn't remove Unison Gauge, but it also recovers 20 costs for all allies. And honestly, that's a pretty good deal. It's a very good deal to get. So, that's why I like Holy Circle. And, yeah. So, I think, yeah, that's about it. That's all I really had to cover for all of the different, for all the new rings. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being on my channel. And, bye!